Good morning, everybody. This is Robin from Roaming with Rover. Today I'm going to do for you a kit review from Annie's, and it's Annie's Kit Club for the striped crocheted Afghan. I purchased this kit a few months ago, but have only just recently had time to pick it up and work on it. So I wanted to get started on it a little bit and then give you my thoughts on this kit. So the Annie's Crochet Kit Club, it's the sampler Afghan, and you receive one kit every month, although just recently they have changed that so that you can receive one kit twice a month. So 2 times a month you can get a mailing on it. The kit comes with this, which is a little 3-page thing of what you're working on that month. This is what the blanket looks like completely. You're supposed to be learning 30 different stitches, and each kit you get the materials to make 3 stripes. They also have the same kit in a square Afghan. Oh, here you can see that better. In the squares. I did not want to do the blocks because I was worried about making gauge and then having to sew a bunch of blocks together, and I wasn't interested in doing that. However, when I ordered the kit, the first month they sent me the blocks instead of the stripes. So that's how I ended up with the instructions for that. In each set of instructions, it's going to show you which stripes you're making. It's going to show you an up-close view of those stripes, and then a breakdown for each of the stripes when you go to make it. 1, 2. So with that and that. So the stripes, there's another one, but it's really dark. You can't even hardly see it. So far, the stripes have been no problem to make. They've been quite easy, basic. Single crochet, double crochet, and then a little window box crochet there. That was actually really pretty. I liked that one a lot. They called it chain space texture. Had no problems with the instructions so far. Then the second month came, or the second one, these were what the things were going to look like. I have finished this one, and that was a star stitch. I have not done a star stitch before, so I was curious to see how their instructions went, and they were fine. They were fine. The one kind of thing that I sometimes have problems with is, where exactly do you want me to put this first stitch? Where exactly? And with this club, you also have access to videos of each of the stitches. So I went in there and I opened the video, and she clearly showed where to put that stitch, and she clearly showed how to make the stitch, and she showed it multiple times, so it wasn't just one time, boom, let's go into the next thing. And she clearly showed where to start it, where to end it, what it should look like, things like that. So I found the video instructions were quite well done. The only thing that I did not like, and this annoys me tremendously with instructions and with instructional videos, is they'll tell you instructions, but then it does not tell you how many stitches you should have at the end of the row. I need to know how many of these stitches should I have at the end of my row, and it tells me on some of them, but not on all of them. When you're doing something like this, I want the stitch count on every single row, and maybe that's just me, but I need to know if I've messed up somewhere, because I don't want to do the whole next row and not have it turn out correctly. So let's see what's coming up in the third one. 6, I haven't even looked at it yet. 7, 8, 9. Okay, those are pretty, but it's going to be dark. You're not going to be able to see. That's pretty. Seed stitch. Oh, I've heard of that one. Multicolored checkerboard and cross stitches. I've done the cross stitches before. So the checkerboard and the seed stitch will be new to me on that one. Just curious, in the blocks, oh, they were different stitches. This looks like a V stitch, and block 2 does not have a name. That's interesting. Looks like just double crochets. And block 1 does not have a name either. Looks like half doubles maybe. Yeah, half doubles all the way across. So when you get your instructions, they are lots of pictures, good pictures. And when I was doing the star stitch, there were extra pictures in there to show you extra help on that. You've got your basic crochet abbreviations. It's nice paper. It's it's heavier than a magazine page, maybe about the same as a cover of a magazine. Not quite that thick, but pretty good. And then this is the colors that I chose. It's called Plum Berry. They have 6 different colors, I think. And each of the different colors, this one doesn't have the name, but this was one of the color choices. And they had one that was all cream, and they had one that was Christmas, and they had one that was sort of blues and beiges, and they have one that is, I don't remember the other one, but anyway, I tried to get a picture of it to show you guys, and it would not work out. The yarn that you get is Premier anti-pilling yarn. It comes just like that. You get a package of 3 in each mailing, so 3 of all, and you're working with the different colors. And the yarn is, it's easy to work with. You know, it's your basic Premier anti-pilling yarn. It's good yarn. I like this yarn. The anti-pilling yarn is it's a 4-weight, and it says to use an eye hook, and I believe that's what they said in here too, to use the eye hook. But I did a gauge stick. Yes, it said to use an eye hook. I did a gauge swatch on this because it has been my experience with kits that if you don't do a gauge swatch, you are likely going to run out of yarn. And so I did do a gauge swatch on this one, and I did have to go down 1 hook size on this one. So I am using the H, and I seem to be using this for everything lately. This is my H furls. You're not gonna be able to see it. It's the wooden furls hook. So using that for about 4 different projects right now. I better not lose that one. And so this is a small skein of yarn. It is a 3-ounce skein. It has 153 yards, machine wash and dry. And I actually read somewhere that said that this particular yarn is guaranteed not to pill for 300 washings. So that's amazing. That's amazing. So I made gauge. I'm working it up to size. And I gotta tell you, I'm not happy with how big this is, or I should say how small this is. This is supposed to be a blanket. That's it. That's how wide this thing is. Not very wide. So for me, barely a lap blanket. It'll be a little bit wider because you'll have 1 inch on each side for the edging. And if I have any extra yarn, I will add more edging to it. So it was 42 wide, 45 wide, and it's supposed to be, I believe, 52 long. Not real big. I like a big blanket that I can snuggle all up in. But this is gauge. And as you can see, it's working up real pretty. The design is nice. The colors are nice that they put together. They're very nice. You can see the stitch definition. Is that the right side or the wrong side? Oh, that's the wrong side. So there's that star stitch. Yeah, it's pretty. I do like it. I like the blanket itself. I like the yarn. I like the patterns. I wish it were bigger, and I'll make it bigger with edging. Let's talk cost. So, like I said, every month you get this in the mail. And your first month, you can always find a coupon. You can find a coupon anywhere for these things. And with the coupon, I got my first month free, just paid shipping. And then after that, it's auto shipped to you every month, or twice a month if you choose that option. The base pattern, the basic kit, is $20 a month. And then with shipping and handling and sales tax, it comes out to $28 and like 8 cents. So $28 a month. It's an 11-month subscription. So that came out to $220 just for the kit. That's not including shipping and tax. So 220 bucks for this. And then with the shipping and tax, I don't remember. I did it. I checked it out. Come on. So let's just go with a flat 28 times 11. I'm too far into it to quit now. I have 5 mailings, so I'm almost halfway in. I will continue us. But what I did do, and I saw somebody else did this on a video, and I liked that idea a lot. So she took her instructions and picked out yarn in a different color and is making a second one at the same time. And the reason she did it at the same time instead of getting through the whole thing and then going back and making a second one is she wanted to make the stitches while they were fresh in her mind, that she was using one as sort of a practice blanket and then practicing on the stitches and then doing the second one once she felt like she had the stitches down and ready to go. I liked that idea a lot. So I chose these Christmassy colors, which very closely matched their Christmas colors on their Christmas blanket. There we go. But I wanted sort of a country Christmas feel. Do you like those colors? I like those colors a lot. I think they're going to work out great. And I am using basic Red Heart Super Saver yarn, and all of this is stuff that I had right here on hand, so I didn't have to buy any of these. And I'm using up some of my yarn stash for this. Oh, and there's my hook. I wondered where my hook went. And I'm using the larger size hook on this one. I am using my Furls eye hook on this one. And look at the difference in the size. This one's much bigger. Much, much bigger. Probably, let's compare them. Let's compare them. Look at the difference in the size. It's easily a foot longer. And that's more what I was looking for in a blanket size. Something like this to snuggle with. So, but I don't dare do the extra and then run out of yarn, because the other thing I saw in their yarn, in their site, and this is something new they've come up with, which was if you need to buy just some extra yarn, they now have a 2 skein yarn pack for $15 plus shipping and handling for these tiny little 3-ounce skeins. I didn't think that was very good, and I was a little bit disappointed that they were charging that much. And because they have started doing that, I can almost guarantee that a lot of people are running out of yarn, which is why I decided to go with staying with gauge, doing a little bit smaller, and if I have yarn left over, then I will just go round and round. I was going to say something. When you're using your yarn, you do your stripes, you'll have leftovers, and you need to save that and continue to use that for the different stripes as they come in. Because obviously some stripes take more yarn than others. Let's look at the difference in the stripes. Yeah, barely used any of this one. Used quite a bit of that one. Yep, this is what's left out of that one. This is what's left out of that first game. So it's pretty, it's nice yarn, it's a nice pattern. I like the idea of learning 30 different stitches, plus learning how to do a nice edging. That's always good, because you know, often will tend to just do single crochets all the way around. I can't see what that is. That edging, I can't tell what that is. Yeah, no idea. But that is one of the kits, is that last kit for the edging. Price wise, I think it is highly overpriced, and I am disappointed in the size, but I will continue it because I'm so far into it already. And they have 2 or 3 other, they have a lot of kits. They probably have at least a dozen kits, if not more. And it's not all just yarn stuff. They have, of course, they've got crochet, they have knit, they have quilting ones, they've got these sampler ones. They've got some beautiful, I think it's called Moroccan tile. Oh, it's so pretty. And it's taking everything in my power not to get that one, because I do need the instructions for that. But I'm not going to, because if this is any indication, it's going to be another tiny little blanket and far overpriced. They have crochet, jewelry making ones, necklace and earring sets. They have home decor type things. They have card making. So they've got all kinds of stuff. And like I said, they have good instructions. So the instructions are written well. The videos are done well. The only thing that I think is not okay was the size of this thing and the price. So that's my review. I will give you guys some updates when I get some more of the kits and get some more of this done, and let you know how that's going. Please like, please subscribe, and leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Is this something that you've ever done? Would you ever do it? How do you feel about these subscription kits? There's a lot of subscription kits out there. And to be honest, when you think about what some of these other kits cost, this isn't out of line. You know, the knit crates and the crochet society, and I've seen some of those kits $50 a month. What do you think about these kits? I'm really interested in your opinion on these things. Let me know in the comments below. Yeah, when I think about it like that, maybe this isn't out of line. Maybe I'm just not one to spend that much money on kits. Anyway, I've rambled on far too long. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Please stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.